My project is to visualize my friend list in a force connected graph. It basically displays my friends' network among themselves, and it displays each friend as a node. The size of the node is directly proportional to the number of friends it's connected to. I have to log into Facebook, and it downloads all the data, all the friends and their mutual friends within my friend list to display all the connected nodes. I'll stop this animation and just zoom out a little bit. There's interesting data that you can actually visualize from this. If I may explain, my friend group circle is distributed into four major chunks. As you can see, the first chunk is this MHCI class. The second chunk is my office that I was working for last 4 years. The third chunk is my undergrad school, and the fourth chunk is basically this tiny group, which is my high school. You can see that how these graphs are connected to each other. It's basically a cloud of my friends who are mutual friends among themselves. Whenever you hover on a node, you can see the name of the person there. So what data that you can gather from here is basically you can see what are the friends who are connecting to clouds. So if you can see this person called Praveen Purwar, he is a common friend between my undergrad and my office. So you can see he's connected between my undergrad school and my office. Similarly, you can see this person, my wife, who is connected to my other friends from my home with me and my undergrad. So this is interesting data that you can find out here just by looking at the different connections that your friends have. There are a bunch of other data that I have collected from Facebook. It's basically I have collected all the friends locations that I have on Facebook, and I plotted them on this Google map. Whenever you hover on click, you can see who's the person that's geolocated. And as you can see here, there are a lot of friends who are in Pennsylvania area. This is basically their location that I have collected from the FQL called Facebook query, and I've collected their UIDs and their location that they have provided. You can see that since it's a Google map, it's filtering out a lot of erroneous data. Basically, if the coordinates are not available or if they have some privacy policy that does not disclose their location, uh, the FQL does not return and it returns a null value, which I can show you. I've similar to my Facebook friend graph, I've actually connected the GPS location and the friend graph and plotted them on a map. If you can see this map, this is an SVG that I have created using my friend network and the GPS location of my friends. It basically shows the mutual connection between different friends. One interesting thing that you can see here is there is a bunch of connections that are happening over this point. This is the error data that I was talking about earlier. What I have done is I put the error data as their latitude and longitude as -1 and -1, which basically points to this point on the sea. Later I have filtered it out and used some JavaScript to clean that data, and I plotted the data again. Um, this is my clean data, and it shows my friend network over the globe, and you can see it's quite exhaustive. most of it is because of my friends have moved between India and USA, and a lot of my friend is basically because of my office, which was globally spread out between London, New York, Tokyo, and Bangalore. Uh, there are few of my family members who have moved out farther, like in Australia and California. So there's a huge line, uh, and that's it. Few of the other information that I was collecting from my Facebook was the post that I have been putting on Facebook. Uh, you can see that out of my last 73 activities that I've done on Facebook, 68% of it is links. Basically, these links are about anything interesting that I found on the internet, or I forwarded any other link that my friends have shared with me on Facebook. Uh, there are only 17% of my posts are about upload photos. I have only changed my status less than 11%, so it's close to 11%. And I very rarely put videos on Facebook, so this is kind of a behavioral aspect of how I use Facebook. A bunch of acknowledgement that I want to make that helped me make this project is the D3 library that I'm using to make the SVGs on the uh, web browser. I learned few Facebook query language from the Facebook link. I created an application and new ID that's running on my server. I took the help from the network graph from this link basically to render my Facebook friend graph. And special thanks to MBO Stock to sharing all the D3 libraries that basically helped me to make visualizations like this map and my graph. Thank you.